Welcome everybody, I am Raetac and we're back once again in my little village in Stonehearth. Right, now let's see, where are we at? Well, I've played a little bit since the last episode, so if you haven't watched episode 1 yet, I do highly recommend you do so. The only thing that I have really done is expand the field a little bit more, hired on another farmer. I've gone into a little bit of stonemasonry. Now, to do this, I've taken the carpenter workbench, crafted up some tools, namely I have this little guy walking around right here. He was actually created with using a wooden practice sword. You need one of these to firstly train your halflings in the art of combat. Here's the other one. I've got two of these guys wandering about with some stone hammers. A hammer and chisel, which I've used to make the masonry workbench, which I've promoted another one of my halflings to construct the stone type of equipment. Namely, the hammers you saw those guys run stone mauls that those guys have been wandering around with. That's what you saw there. Now, and also I've created a blacksmith's hammer too. Now this is what I really need to get into today. Namely because if I go to here under bulletins, the daily update will tell me I'm short on food, my morale's good, but my net worth is also very poor. And I've got a trade happening quite soon. Now I've noticed one thing while I've been waiting to stream the episode for today, just in case any of the studio audience would like to turn up, but alas, nobody has done so quite as yet. That is that when you have such visibility options turned on, your frame rates do drop. Such like this, it gets a little bit jerky, and especially when you have slice on, it seems to get a little bit janky. But I'm kind of regretting setting up I've set up a mine, right? I've set the stockpiles for the mine and underground, yet I'm getting performance issues, but I need to be able to see underground to be able to work the new blacksmith shops that I'm going to be putting together. Now, what I've done, I'll just pause the game, the stockpiles here. This stockpile here is taking only ore. This stockpile here is only taking only ingots. The reason I am doing that, oh, pardon me for bumping the microphone. The reason I am doing that is so I can easily see how much I have of what item. There is no grand inventory management. You have to do everything by sight. Now this little thing over here is also basically taking all the weapons that I'll be making out of my blacksmith, and also all the wealth that I do dig up. Okay, what's that? Torches and light. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so let's go to our citizens and see. We don't have a lot of workers left, unfortunately, but I really need to get this ball rolling, making wealth for myself, namely making gold, making metal armor. I've had a few invasions from undead and a few goblins between last episode and this. I've been able to deal with them, but it's going to get worse. So we're going to take, let's just check Edwin here. Let's see what his stats are. Oh, he's actually not too bad. Lee is also pretty good too. Not so great on the mind. Alright, we're going to change Edwin's job to a blacksmith. Alright, I've made a dining hall here for my people to, well, when they're hungry, as they are right now. Let's demonstrate. And pardon the phone call. Unfortunately, I neglected to have my phone on silent. Right, now let me see. They are eating. That's great. Unfortunately, I think... Oh no, the dining hall might have enough seats to seat everybody. I know I definitely do not have enough beds for everybody. I've had a few people sleeping on the ground on the night before. Right, so Edwin, he's done his job. So we'll go find him again. Oh, we don't want that. I want to select him to build his workshop. Right there. Now, the trader has returned, so we'll go back to our bulletins here. We go back to our trader returns, and I'm back. It looks like you've made the 6 simple wood chairs I've asked for. Are you still willing to trade them to me? I'll give 1 plushie toy rabbit. Yes, I'll take the plushie toy rabbit. I don't know if that's go. Oh, that's definitely not boost my net worth. Oh dear, and that'll be the door, unfortunately. So just be right back.